Get in touch with and start understanding your feelings and emotions. That's right, I'm telling you to get emotional. Let out the waterworks. Time to cry. Oh my God, though, seriously, this step was probably the most important and still is to this day for my healing journey and all the growth that I've had. But yeah, I just wanted to emphasize that. Unfortunately, in our society today, I think emotions and feelings are getting a bad rap. You hear things like, oh, you're too emotional, or don't let your emotions get the best of you. In our society today, emotions are commonly associated with weakness or meltdowns, immaturity, and people who just don't have their shit together. I believe these characterizations are due in large part to the unhealthy relationship that we have with our emotions in our society, which is really a lack of any type of relationship with them whatsoever. We do things like try to ignore them and suppress them. We beat ourselves up whenever we have an unhealthy or unwelcomed emotional outburst. And to be fair, some of this is definitely warranted. I mean, if you're someone who's always erupting in anger, you're going to negatively affect people around you and yourself. But unfortunately, I feel like people are getting the message that that's all there is to emotions. Just big outbursts, meltdowns, they get in the way of your growth. Why do we even need them? Some of us have been completely cut off from our emotions for so long that we literally have no clue how to connect with them. And personally, I feel like that's an absolute tragedy for our society. And I think it's at the root of a lot of our suffering. An easy way to begin getting in contact with your feelings and emotions is to begin checking in with yourself throughout the day. Slow down, find a quiet place, and say hello to yourself. Notice how your body's feeling. Do you feel tense? See if you can relax. Notice your breath. Is it shallow or too fast? See if you can slow down to what feels comfortable. What do you feel? What emotions are present? Are you angry? Are you sad? Are you happy? What's going on in your mind? What's been bothering you lately? When did this begin? How does it make you feel? Just start with asking questions and listening for answers. Take as little or as much time as you need. It's important to be open to the ways in which your body and mind respond to you. Now, sometimes you'll get a clear response, but other times you'll get a response in the form of a feeling, an emotion, or a memory. The act of asking these questions alone is a great way to build trust with yourself and encourage parts of yourself that may have been closed off for years to feel safe enough to open up again and share their stories with you. You're learning to listen to your body. Be creative with this. Change up the questions or let some morph into similar but new variations. The goal of this is to gain key insights to help formulate a unique strategy for healing moving forward. Eventually, you'll start seeing solutions. It might be simply implementing a short term solution to get through the rest of your day, or you might have discovered a strategy to begin an entire healing journey. A lot of times, the answers are already there. We just need to practice the art of slowing down so we can hear them. Sometimes just noticing an emotion and putting a spotlight on it can lessen its severity. And sometimes the solution is so simple to an issue you've been dealing with for years. That, my friends, is priceless. Also, a little bit of a heads up, this process can potentially go really deep. Remember, you're allowing parts of yourself to be heard and expressed freely without judgment. Some of these parts have been waiting for years and are desperate to be heard or seen. Things like frustration, stress, anger, fear, sadness. And sometimes these emotions can be linked to painful memories and trauma. So, yes, this process can also help you discover where most of your pain lies and give you a roadmap as to where to begin your healing journey. Make this process your own. This is your time with yourself. It's a chance to check in and see how you're doing and potentially solve some ongoing issues, or just give yourself a break from the stresses of the day. You can also catch unhealthy emotional patterns early on so you can do something about it before they build up inside and cause havoc later on. Try to be soothing during this process. Be gentle, be forgiving. That's why it's great if you can find a quiet place. Maybe close your eyes, maybe have some relaxing music, a drink or some tea. Be humorous. Oh my God, I always recommend being humorous no matter where you are in your healing journey. Humor could be a way to break up that tension. Laughing at yourself along the journey can be quite healthy and can really lift your spirits. Really get curious too. You can take this in any direction you want and ask as many questions as you want to get to the root of who you are and what your story is. In my opinion, this is one of the ultimate ways to develop healthy relationships with your emotions and yourself. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. It's literally helped me with everything from the mundane to uncovering the roots of my suffering.